I'm Kat Brown. You guys don't know me quite yet, but I'm the third member of Methodical Madness. And Bree, I hate to turn you into a liar, but I'm not actually going to talk about high society today. I'm going to talk about Alice in Wonderland, the new Tim Burton movie, because I saw it twice in the last week because it was so awesome. But first, let me tell you a little bit about me and what I do, how I work, and who I am. I'm a college student. I love reading. I own over like 500 books, and I don't ever get rid of books. I've got books that I loved when I was like 5, and I also love movies, 80s movies, foreign horror films, and independent comedies. Those are my favorite types of movies. I do not attend USC. This is my mom's. She didn't go to USC either. My grandparents went to USC, just in case you were wondering. But I did go to a lot of Trojan football games when I was little. Alice in Wonderland. I went to see it twice, clearly, and I absolutely loved it both times. People walk into the movie expecting one thing, you know, and when they don't get what they expect, they generally tend to not like it, even if it's good. For example, the new Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland is not the same story as the books or the Disney movie or all the gazillion live-action movies that they made over the past gazillion years. It's a completely different story, but it's the same characters. And what Tim Burton wanted was for this new movie to be a sequel to the books. And so basically, if you haven't read the books and you don't already really love the books, then you're not gonna really appreciate the movie. Even if you've just seen the Disney movie doesn't cut it. Disney movies try to make sense, and the books, which are a political satire of the time, Lewis Carroll wrote them because he couldn't speak out against the government. The books aren't supposed to make sense, because if they made too much sense, then Lewis Carroll would have been arrested and thrown in jail. Things I loved about the movie, obviously the weird twisted forests and the costumes and everything, Tim Burton's mindscape, whatever. Love that because it's beautiful, and I would just love to live in a world like that. Not for too long though, it'd be super creepy. I loved the way the story, the newer story that Tim Burton wrote, tied into the books, and the characters tied into the books, and they referenced the books, but it was a completely different storyline. I like that they didn't repeat plot points. Also, Johnny Depp, he's gorgeous and super creepy and awesome. I love him so much. I read a lot of reviews that said that Johnny Depp was upstaged by Helena Bonham Carter, and while I do appreciate Helena Bonham Carter, of course, Mrs. Lovett, I didn't see it. I mean, I watched very closely the second time, and I mean, she did great in the role, but Johnny Depp with his eyes wandering in separate directions and his switching accents all the time, and sometimes he had a lisp, and oh, it was just awesome. He was totally crazy. I might have a little bit of a blind side when it comes to Johnny Depp. So don't go see it in 3D. A lot of my friends who didn't like it saw it in 3D, and it's not... And they said, oh, the 3D wasn't as good as Avatar, blah, 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 blah. And Tim Burton explicitly said that this movie wasn't meant to be an amazing 3D experience. It's supposed to be a movie that, for some reason, unbeknownst to me, they put into 3D. And I'm sure it was awesome in 3D. I refuse to go see it in 3D. I don't understand this new three-dimensional fad, whatever. The movie was just as good, if not awesomer, in 2D, like a regular movie. That is my Alice in Wonderland review. Awkward pauses. I think that wraps it up. Hopefully I'll be able to edit this and make it awesome when I get back to class. Oh, by the way, I'm at home. This isn't my normal background for me. This is my room at home. I'll be leaving in like 45 minutes to go back to school. It's finals week. Yay!